Hey there everyone, I'm Mr. Fred from GetMeCoding.com, and I'm going to tell you what are the 5 key elements that you're going to want to put in your game to make it great. Alright, so first and foremost, when I was younger, I know that seems like a long time ago now, I used to get on my bike with my buddies. We would ride to this place where there was an arcade, and in that arcade we would see video games and we would have to use these things. Yeah, a quarter. So we would put quarters in the machine until we were, couldn't play anymore. So that's how my world existed, but your world is a lot different. Now you have devices in your hand, you have consoles in your home, and you can, play video games. Here's an old Atari joystick, right? This is an all-in-one game player, but this is the world that we grew up in. Now all of a sudden you can make your own games. What I want to give you though are the 5 key elements to make that game great. Okay, number 1, the first thing you're going to want to do is focus on what is your character. Now a character is going to be something that the player relates to, that they're going to want to see succeed in your game. My favorite character actually wasn't even a character. It was an actual machine. Actually, it was a spacecraft. And I loved the spacecraft that was in the game called Defender. Why did I like it? Well, it's because it looked a lot like a spaceship from one of my favorite television shows as a kid called Battlestar Galactica, and it was known as a Viper. Vipers look really, really cool, and I thought, wow, how cool is it if I could fly that ship and, save people and so on, and fight the bad guys. Okay, number 2. You're going to want to think now about what are the goals of your game. As you think about your idea in your head, you're going to want to think about, am I trying to save the princess or protect the kingdom or build my world or beat the boss, whatever it might be. You have to have a goal, and that's the part that every player is working towards. Number 3, rewards. You've been playing games a lot, I know, and you get it. You can gobble up coins, you can collect jewels, you can find weapons, tools, build abilities, and so on. But those are all rewards. And you want to place those throughout the game. They want to get better as you get along, because what it does is it motivates that player to move towards them and keep on playing your game. Remember, you want them to play your game. Number 4, decisions. Okay, decisions are really, really key. So you know what the goal of your game is, you're providing rewards, but you want to also make sure you're giving them a chance to make decisions. And if they go to the left, or they go to the right, they go up, they go down, wherever they may go, you're going to have something happen to them. You're steering them through the game in a way, but you're ultimately also engaging them. That makes them think more, and that's really, really key. So decisions are an important part, so you're going to create a path for them to follow. All right, now the last thing, the 5th item. This one probably is the trickiest one, but I think if you think about it and you get all the other 4 items together, this one starts to happen for you. It's known as immersion and presence. So what is immersion? Sounds like a funny word, really, but think of this. A bucket of water. Fill it with water. You want to wash your car, you want to wash your bike, you want to wash your skateboard, maybe you want to wash your little brother, whatever. You take a sponge, you plunge it down into the bucket of water. You are now immersing it in the water. The sponge is surrounded by water. It's immersed. Just like when you play a game, you go into that world, you feel like you're there, you're relating to the character, you're making decisions, you're getting rewards, you're immersed in the game. Now the other part of that is presence. Presence also starts to come into play. There's a lot of great games out there that have graphics and a lot of really cool stuff. That's part of it, but sometimes you don't need amazing graphics if you have a great character, rewards, making cool decisions, goals, and ultimately having fun. Okay? So those are the 5 items you want to think about in your game. But I want to help you out with this. If you go over to GetMeCoding.com, I have a document that you could download and print out that will help you think through these things. So now when you're sitting down at your favorite game building tool like GameFruit or Scratch or BuildBox, you have that document right there, and now you can just start building that game right out. So I hope this really helps you, and as always, share this, subscribe to the channel, and if you have any questions, drop them down in the comments or even feel free to reach out to me at fred@getmecoding.com. All right, have a great one, everyone, and good luck building your game.